So some films, they don't just entertain, they confront. So one battle after another, Paul Thomas Anderson's dark comedy action thriller is one of those. It's a story about revolution, betrayal, and the uneasy dance between power and resistance. On the surface, the setup seems simple: former revolutionaries, corrupt systems, and a daughter caught really in the middle of clashing worlds. But don't mistake simple for straightforward. This film is layered with contradictions as well: personal, political, racial, and it asks who gets to define freedom and at what costs. Now, the look and feel of this film, I would say it was high energy, action drives the pace, it bursts of sharp humor, it lands when you least expect them, and moments of real heart also hit between the chaos. The casting to me was perfect with Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor, and Chase Infinity, all delivering in ways that bring both intensity and unpredictability. Even the music to me popped. A scene underscored the Jackson Five's Ready or Not. That really, to me, made the scene. Now, where the film leaves its mark is in its themes, in my opinion. It's about revolutionaries fighting a big brother state, but also about the fractures within the fight. The characters struggle not only with external enemies, but also perhaps with themselves. One of the most pointed lines was from Perfidia, played by Tiana, where she sums it up by saying, every revolution begins by fighting demons. And then these mofos end up fighting themselves. Now, as Colonel Lockjaw said to Perfidia when she came to this realization, he said, "Welcome to mainstream America." Now, motherhood and legacy are also central in the film. One character, again, Perfidia, she wrestles with the jealousy and weight of being sidelined and assaulted after giving life to both a child and arguably to a movement. Another character, DeAndrea, played by Regina Hall, she embodies integrity, unshaken, unbroken, moving forward no matter the compromises around her. And then there's the daughter, Willa, played by Chase, positioned as the future, carrying both the burden of betrayal and the possibility of renewal. Fatherhood also runs just as deep in this film. The film draws a sharp line between the biological father, connected by blood, but corrupted by power and possibly a child's worst enemy. And then there's the chosen father, the one who protects, teaches, and sacrifices. That dynamic, in my opinion, echoes America's own contradictions: founding fathers who proclaim liberty while enslaving others, even fathering enslaved children they denied. Now, the film asks the question: who do we claim as family in America? And are we often oppressed by our own family in America? So, with that in mind, race and gender clearly cut through this story. Black women, we are indeed centered here in a way that's rare, shown as complex, flawed, resilient, and essential. Our pain, our endurance, and our quiet power reflect a real lineage of women who have carried families and movements, often without full recognition or left broken. From Harriet Tubman to Rosa Parks to Angela Davis, to every woman who's held things together in silence while others perhaps got the praise or the credit, the film draws that line to me sharply. Now, immigration threads through the story as well. Immigrant labor is shown as perhaps the backbone of society. Yet those same communities face some of the harshest oppression. So this film doesn't just give easy answers, but it makes you feel the weight of the contradictions of this country. And then there's the freedom. One character says, freedom is a funny thing. When you have it, you don't appreciate it. When you lose it, you miss it, and it's just gone. That line resonates because it's not just about the characters, it's about all of us. It's about the precariousness of liberty and how fragile it really is. Now, what makes One Battle After Another stick is that its title becomes the message. Nothing is won in one sweeping moment. Progress is messy. Equality, dignity, justice, they come in fragments, reclaimed through struggle, one battle at a time. And that's the takeaway, one battle at a time.